The only running that I'm gonna be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head too.
Crawford looked Canelo dead in the eyes and said that he would turn his head upside down and strike him. It was more than just words. It was a pledge to dispel the idea of Mexican domination in front of the world. Canelo refused to back down, saying that no prediction or pressure would move him. He said, "I will beat Terence Crawford no matter what. I don't look like I'll be the best Mexican ever. I'm not saying it. I think my numbers will speak for themselves." With calm fire in his words, Canelo told the world that greatness needs proof rather than hype. He's not after the attention, he's after memory. Every victory, belt, and record, he thinks, speaks louder than any words, and when he enters the ring, he plans to let his fists do all the talking. The storm is coming, and Canelo wants the world to feel it. Both fighters did more than just throw words. They faced the fire head-on. The news conference almost erupted into a full-fledged fight. Canelo shoved Crawford back as emotions rose on stage, and for a brief moment, it looked that punches were about to fly. Security ran in, but the harm was already done. The respect was gone. The fire in their eyes said it all. This is personal now. Neither guy backs down, and neither means to lose. What began as a fight for heritage has evolved into a war for pride. Crawford did not just direct his anger at Canelo, he also addressed the crowd. In a terrifying moment, he warned every Canelo fan present.
That's it. I'm hunting everything that he got, and I'm gonna take him come September 13th.
This was no longer merely a fight for him. It had become a personal goal. Crawford made it clear that everyone who backed Canelo will face the same pain. His statements were cutting, icy, and meant to hit deeply. He's not just going for the belt, he's cunning to crush hearts, and when fight night comes, he's prepared to quiet every cheer with a punch. Canelo was unfazed by Crawford's threats. Instead, he stayed focused and spoke with calm confidence about what was coming. He made it plain that he's prepared for whatever Crawford throws at him.
I don't know. I don't know what fight is gonna make, but you know, I'm gonna prepare myself for every style he brings. I hope he brings a good style to make a good fight for the people. That's what I want. If not, I'm gonna do my best to win in every way.
He's not guessing which form of Crawford will appear. He's ready for all of them. Canelo wants to offer fans a war worth seeing, but he's not scared to call it off if Crawford doesn't bring the fire. His sights are set on victory, regardless of the circumstances. Whether it's a brawl or a boxing clinic, he promises one thing: he'll find a way to win. Despite the fury and fire, Canelo's patience is running thin. Crawford revealed the true thinking behind the fury. He spoke frankly about the mutual respect he and Canelo have and what will happen if that respect is tried.
Personally, I know it's a mutual respect between me and Canelo. He ain't never disrespect me, so therefore there was no need for me to disrespect him. Come fight time, we definitely gonna try to take each other's heads off, and the closer the fight goes, we both gonna be eager to, you know, show who's the more dominant fighter, you know, and our intentions is going to be pure, but at the same time, it's not going to be friendly, you know. So I think you can be, you know, cordial in building a fight up.
There is no fake trash talk here, just two killers that respect each other as they ready to fight. Crawford knows it won't be nice after the bell rings. No hugs, no smiles, just punches flying and pride at stake. He's prepared to flip the switch when it counts the most, because once they're in the ring, it's all about control, and Crawford plans to prove who runs it. As the strain of an unblemished image grew, Crawford showed a fighter's innermost fear. Losing. In a rare and honest moment, he addressed the mental battle that starts far before fight night.
Definitely my unbeaten record goals, and you know, I can't imagine thinking about getting beat. That's not something that I think about.
We've never had it as a professional fighter.
Yeah, but I never like to think about losing. It comes to each and every one of our minds as a fighter, you know, what if? But that's why we train so hard, so that if can deteriorate, you know, in camp.
For Crawford, losing is more than a statistic. It's a looming presence in every training drill. He does not dwell on it, but it drives him. The prospect of loss, no matter how minor, pushes him harder, sharper, and meaner. He's not just fighting Canelo, he's fighting uncertainty, silence, and every what-if that comes in during the grind, which is why he's dangerous, because a man who hates loss plans as if he'll never experience it. Crawford didn't only talk about surviving the fight, he also discussed what victory would truly mean in this case. He put his name at stake.
You know, a win against Canelo Alvarez, what it would do to my career would put me, you know, on Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
You know, I think I would be one of the greatest fighters ever.
No question.
Beating Canelo is more than just another victory. It is a key moment in his career. Crawford knows that one night, one perfect performance may secure his place in fighting history forever. He's seeking more than just belts, he's for fame. With everything on the line, he's not just going into the ring as a challenger. He's stepping in as a man who wants his name engraved in stone, and he's willing to give everything. Meanwhile, Canelo fired back like a veteran soldier who continues to march forward. He explained with calm assurance what drives him to keep striving.
I never think about lose. Like, always prepare yourself to win, no matter how, no matter what. So I always thinking in my win. I know I have 2 losses, but I give it all there. So, and I'm always focused, always training 100% in what I have in front. And I know I have a very complicated fighter there, but you know, I fought everybody already, every style, and I'm gonna put my everything there, all my talent, my experience, and the best man is gonna win.
Canelo is not afraid. He is determined to win. He knows what it takes because he has experienced every style and storm that the sport has to give. This time is no exception. He's bringing his knowledge, discipline, and every ounce of his ability to the ring. For him, the answer is simple: fight with fire, leave nothing behind, and let the bigger man rise. As the storm of words subsided, for a minute, Canelo showed Crawford the respect he deserved. In a rare break from the tension, he acknowledged the gravity of the situation.
He's one of the great fighters in the last years. Obviously, he's a great fighter, that's why, champion. And I think it's a good fight for the fans.
Canelo recognizes greatness when he sees it, and he isn't hesitant to admit Crawford is the real deal, but that admiration doesn't influence the result. If anything, it makes the fight more explosive, to champions, to legacies. And one spectacular night, and Canelo thinks the fans are in for a treat because when titans fight, the entire world watches. The war of words appeared to have subsided, but it did not. Instead, Crawford made a sharp turn into something deeper, showing the raw feeling driving his quest.
Confident, you know, everything's happening on God time. You know, there's a reason why I wasn't getting those big fights, because God was preparing me for this moment right here. And this is my time.
For him, it is more than just methods. It is about proving fate right. He explained every delay and mischance as part of a divine plan, although some may see this as pressure disguised as purpose. Crawford isn't only fighting Canelo, he's also facing the weight of his own expectations. And when faith runs so deep, one wrong move may shake everything. This is more than simply a fight for him, it is a make or break moment. While Crawford depended on fate, Canelo stayed cold and calculated, no emotion, just business. He made it clear that this battle is not a dream, rather, it is a legacy checkpoint.
It's great, you know, it's gonna be one of my best victories in my career, obviously. He's a great fighter, he's a legend, but you know, it's gonna be good for my books.
Canelo is not taking this as a miracle. Rather, he considers it a reason. He respects Crawford's skill, but it won't save him. For Canelo, this is more than just winning, It's about adding another famous name to his resume, another part in a career already built on greatness. And when the dust settles, he wants this victory to be louder than the hype. And just when it appeared that Crawford had calmed down, he responded with venom, this time directed at the crowd rather than Canelo. He had a message for everyone who doubted him.
I want all the people in the stands that booed me, they gonna cry when they go home. They cry.
Go ahead.
Crawford's goal is not only to win, but also to crush hearts along the way. The boos, the no's, the hatred, it's all fuel. When his hand is raised, he does not expect praise. Instead, he expects sad quiet. This isn't about showing the supporters incorrect, it's about letting them feel each punch in their chest when the fight is over. Crawford wants more than simply victory, he wants revenge while the fire burns. Crawford returned the focus to legacy, but this time he was not looking for praise, but for a place in history.
Hey, September the 13th, you're looking beefy, you're looking brolic. What can they expect come September?
Listen, I'm all about making history. I was the first two-time undisputed champion of the world, and I can assure you I'm gonna be the first three-time undisputed champion of the world.
This is more than just another title shot for Crawford. It's a chance at forever. He's already made history, then repeated it, and now he's on a task that no one has ever tried. The hunger in his speech was not for money or fame, but for a legacy that no one could erase. He's coming into this fight not simply to win, but to change the sport's record books, and if he wins, boxing will never forget him. As the tension grew, Crawford gave a clear reminder: respect only lasts until the gloves are on. Once that happens, all baits are off.
Well, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I respect Canelo, just like I respect every one of my other opponents before Canelo. But once it get close to that time, you know what I mean, it's time to go to work, you know? And when we go to work, y'all know what comes after that.
Crawford isn't blinded by pride. He knows who Canelo is and respects him, but it won't stop the storm he's making. Crawford flips the switch to get to work. No smiles, no sorrow, only violence. It's not personal. It's what he does, and history shows that when Crawford goes to work, someone is broken, and this time he's going to break a hero. Just when it seems that the message was plain, Crawford gave one more reason why he thinks this is his moment. Greatness always begins with doubt.
I always say, why not? You know, all the greats do things that people think that's impossible. You know, so within myself, I have the confidence, the skills. I got all the tools to beat Canelo. So why not?
He knows the chances, the clamor of people calling it impossible, and that is exactly why he is following it. Crawford isn't here to play it safe, he's here to do what greats do. He feels he has the means, ability, and timing to change the world. In his view, this isn't just a fight, it's a chance to reinvent what's possible, and come fight night, he's ready to turn why not into watch this amid talk of knockout bonuses and fight night chaos filled the air. Canelo fueled the fire by making a bold demand straight to the managers in Turkey. He wasn't joking, he was planning disaster. Canelo knows that the narrower the ring, the less room Crawford has to run, and the more opportunities he has to hit bombs with a knockout bonus on the line. He's not looking to dance, he wants to finish. This was not a casual statement, it was a warning veiled in confidence. He wants the walls to close in, the pressure to build, and the fight to get ugly quickly because there's nowhere to hide in. A small ring, and Canelo plans to make every inch important. As the sun continued to shine, Crawford sent a word to everyone who wondered if his girth would shake him. He wasn't backing away, he was leaning right into the furnace of terror.
Oh,
I will for you, and I'm not even you.
that's cool. As a fighter, you know, we get nervous, but we never get, well, I can't speak for everybody else. I never get scared because I've been doing it for so long. I've been in the ring with guys bigger than Canelo. I done fought guys in the streets with bare knuckles that's bigger than Canelo. You know, so as a fighter with the skills that I pose, that with the, you know, fighters that I've been in the ring with, the fear is you know, I
You
fear for
haven't
what
fought
I'm gonna do.
professionally against somebody as big as.
Not at all. Not at all.
He made it plain that fear has no place in his corner. He's faced giants, fought with bare knuckles, and gone through real danger before the arena lights came on. Canelo's size is not a threat, it is simply another job. Crawford's confidence did not falter. It became louder because, when a fighter is built in turmoil, no opponent is too big to crush. And now he comes with the calm of a man who has seen worse and won by turning off the talk about fear. Crawford changed gears and gave credit where it was due, saying why this fight is more than just about size.
I think, you know, Canelo is very skillful. You know, I think they just basing their opinion off of his size. And me personally, I'm not going in this fight looking at his size. You know, he's a tremendous boxer. He's a tremendous counterpuncher. He got good defense, you know. We watched Canelo a lot for a long time, and the reason why he's at the top of the sport is not because of his size. Canelo's always been a smaller fighter going into the ring if you watch his career. You know, he's never been a bigger fighter. You know, only in a couple of fights with like Amir Khan and Charlo and them like that, but for the most part, Canelo's always fighting a bigger guy.
He is not fooled by talks about height, weight, or muscle. Crawford knows that Canelo's greatness is not based on his height, but rather on his smart defense, dangerous counters, and years of dominance. This is a chess match, not a fight, which is why it's dangerous. Crawford respects the art, but he is not afraid by it because, when two high-level technicians enter the ring, one mistake may end it all. And he plans to be the one to force it after recognizing Canelo's abilities. Crawford said a hard line. Respect is one thing, but confidence in himself is inevitable. What followed was not trash talk, but a statement of character. But can you accept that he is better than you at anything? No. I can't say that another man is better than me in anything because it's a weak statement. No, because he has not proven it yet. I can't say whether his jab is better than mine because I haven't fought him. I can't tell whether a person's right hand is better than mine because I think I do an amazing job in everything I do. Crawford does not enter the ring thinking that anyone is better, not in power, not in time, and not in anything. In his opinion, brilliance is gained via battle, not through praise, and he won't give up until someone shows they can beat him at his own game. This isn't ego, it's survival. Because when a fighter enters a battle with full faith in himself, he becomes deadly, and Crawford thinks he's the most dangerous man in the building as he doubles down on self-confidence. Canelo approached with cool confidence and a warning based on experience. He didn't reject Crawford's skills, but he pointed to something deeper.
He is a very skillful fighter. He has maybe a lot of things better than me, but fighters judge me behind or out of the ring, but when they into the ring with me, they find out it's different. So
What is different?
Because I have a lot of talent, a lot of things, a lot of things they don't know till they in the ring with me. So and I can't say anything about how it's gonna work and everything because I never fought Terrence Crawford before, right? We're gonna find out September 13th. That's why we are here, to see who's the best.
Canelo knows that boxers like passing judgment from the outside until they are stuck in the ring with him, at which point the truth is exposed. He's been misjudged before, and the story is usually the same. Everything changes when the bell rings. Canelo isn't here to argue who is better on paper. He's here to show it under pressure. He's been in too many conflicts to blink anymore. And, when the lights go out on fight night, he plans to tell the world why he's still the king. As the tension rose and emotions ran high, Crawford made one thing clear: respect has bounds. When the gloves are on, it's war. We're ready to go into the ring and try to knock each other's heads off, and you know I'm preparing to dislike them, but you only know respect. But during the ring walk, all of it goes out the window because my mind will be focused and clear. You have two powerful men over here who are aware of their skills and do not need to put on a show. We will surely put on a show for the fans, but we are both aware of our skills. There is no manufacture, energy, or excitement. Only two top fighters are ready for battle. Crawford understands what he brings, and he knows Canelo does as well. That's why the respect disappears the moment they approach the ring. From that point on, it is all about gut, rage, and pure will. The crowd will get their show, but behind the scenes, there is a collision between two men who are ready to leave everything inside the ropes now that the focus is on knockout power. Crawford broke it down with the serenity of a craftsman and the drive of a finisher. He wasn't bragging, he was teaching.
We about to go in the ring and try to knock each other heads off. So, and in that moment, you know, I'm gearing up to not liking them, but respect is all, you know. But come ring walk, all that goes out the window because my mind is going to be focused and clear. You got two alpha males over here that know what they capable of, so they don't have to put on a front or a show. You know, we're gonna give the fans a show for sure, but we know what we both capable of.
Canelo versus Crawford is more than simply a fight, it's a storm waiting to happen. Two pound-for-pound kings, two different worlds of experience, and one tremendous collision course. Canelo brings years of big stage experience, a granite chin, and dangerous body shots. Crawford has perfect timing and the kind of quiet wrath that rips opponents apart piece by piece. This fight is no longer about words. It's about legacy, pride, and power. But what are your thoughts? Are you on Team Canelo or Team Crawford? Who do you think has the advantage? Will Canelo's knowledge and strength outweigh Crawford's speed and clever methods, or will skill win out? Most importantly, who do you believe walks out with a raised hand? Share your thoughts in the comments area below. We want to hear your hot takes and guesses, so subscribe to our station and stay tuned for more videos like this.